Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Hello to all AFM students. I hope all of you are doing well. A very warm welcome to another live session for September 25 facilitation. Students, as you know that June 25 exam result has published, and in fact the dust has settled in fact about the June 25 exam result. Now it's time to wake up. Now it's time to prepare the strategy for the next 6 weeks. The very core strategy we need to make. A very important and crucial time. So today's agenda, the first agenda point, it's about 6 week strategy. The second agenda point is about the target for the next week. The third strategy is about the mid mock reminder. 26th of July. 26th of July. So let's start. Once a minute. Let's start with the first agenda point. AFM students, once again a very warm welcome to my live session. Hussain Qazi here. AFM September 25 examination. This particular video, a wake-up call to all of you. 6 week strategy. We will discuss a 6 week strategy. Students, some core points. June 25 exam result has published. In fact, the dust has settled about the June 25 examination because almost 5 or 6 days has gone. The important question is that what's next? What's next for AFM September 25 exams? Today is 19th of July. Your exam schedule for AFM September 25, Friday 5th September. Remaining time period 6 weeks from now. 6 weeks from now. Now the question is that, sir, what should be the right strategy if we really wanted to become serious and wanted to start our study and practice in all these things? So student, something important. First of all, you have to focus the important point. There are, if you really wanted to get success, 2 important things you need to aware. Number 1, knowledge plus exam technique. Number 2, exam simulations. Next 6 weeks, you need to focus these 2 points. Number 1, you have to make sure that you need to cover the 100% syllabus, 100% knowledge. Simultaneously, you need to learn exam techniques. If you wanted to know what about the knowledge, how any of the students knows or over the period able to know that he or she is getting 100% knowledge. So for this, my syllabus checklist is very much important. As you know that the syllabus area, that's very simple. Advanced investment appraisal. The syllabus areas, that's very simple. That's called, these are the syllabus area. These are the syllabus area. That means advanced investment appraisal, acquisition, merger, business reorganization, financial reconstruction, risk management, bond valuation, and other theory. For example, if you are covering the advanced investment appraisal, you need to make sure this is the checklist for NPV, APV, BSOP, foreign investment appraisal, and duration for calculation. For theory, the regularly examiner examine the theory. These are the checklist. For investment appraisal, limitation, conclusion, BSOP limitations. First, the limitation about NPV, APV, and all these things. I'm not reading it. Same for acquisition, merger. Make sure these calculation points we have covered. And for theory, for these aspects. This is what about the past paper analysis. And for rest of the syllabus. For all the rest of the syllabus. For all rest of the syllabus. So you need to refer my checklist. As the syllabus going on, because you know that my regular students, I'm expecting that have already covered the investment appraisal and acquisition merger. And the students have penetrated with the business reorganization. As the things go on, you can compare your preparation with the checklist. So number one, knowledge. Number two, exam techniques. Student, make sure that you have identified and you have accepted that 50 to 55% of your paper, it's about theory, 40 to 45% is about calculation. So you have invested your time for preparation, practicing, and in future, the revision with the equal proportion. You need to ask yourself, have you done your preparation, whatever the limited part of the preparation, have you done your limited part of the preparation with same equation, 50-55% theory, 45 to 50% calculation? If no, you need to change your track according to my guidance. My student knows very well, all of you knows very well who are my regular students, that I emphasize too much about the theoretical aspects. Further, this is what about the knowledge. But the second important point is that whatever the knowledge and exam techniques you have, first it's a knowledge and exam technique, that is your learning. You learn the knowledge, you learn the techniques, but are you working on it? Means, are you evaluating your progress? Are you evaluating your progress? Yes or no? Are you evaluating your progress? Means your mock exams is very much important. Your practice questions with exam conditions are very much important. For example, if I say that, or covering my lectures, you have covered the advanced investment appraisal, for example. And one of the exam question, you need to practice. You need to practice the question with exam condition. For example, if you are going to attempt 125 marks question, so you need to lock the timer for 25 marks question about 50 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 minutes. Number one, you have to invest your time. 20%, make sure 20% time for planning. Planning means read it carefully. Read and understand the requirement and context carefully. Read and understand the requirement very carefully. Read and understand context and requirement very carefully. Number two, before starting, brainstorm your points. Very important. Reading and brainstorming. You need to invest for 20%. Rest of the 80%, you have to prepare the best strategy. You have to invest your time properly with the theory and calculation both. Good plan, good good attack. Attack Attack means put your best effort for theory and calculation both. I am not saying that you need to practice in the right way. You need to practice in a manner like exam condition. And remember some key rules. What key rules? Remember some key rules. These key rules are very much important. Number one, if you are attempting a 25 marks question, you know 5 marks is about professional skill marks. 20 marks is about the technical marks. Out of 20, 50% calculation, 50% theory. So number one, for calculation, make sure you are practicing in a smart way, using all spreadsheet functions like shortcuts, NPV shortcut, IRR shortcut, MIRR shortcut, BSOP shortcut, CAPM shortcut, and Mordani-Miller shortcut. The ACCA introduced the proposition 2 shortcut formula. If you haven't watched the video, you need to watch this video, where I have mentioned that, where I have particularly attempted a question about the beta equity points or ungeared cost of equity through CAPM and ungeared cost of equity with Mordani-Miller proposition 2. So make sure for calculation you are using the smart ways. That's important. Number two, whenever you are attempting theory, you need to focus some important point. For example, you are attempting a question of the synergy and application. Examiner asks, explain the term strategy and apply with the case. So make sure your draft include the knowledge of the synergy, for example, the revenue synergy, and also the synergy matter incorporate with the case. So knowledge and application, both are important. If you just throw the knowledge, you just explain the knowledge of synergy, the meaning of synergy is this, you will not able to get marks. Out of 4 marks, you just able to get 1 mark, not able to pass. Okay. Out of 4, only 1 mark, that's 25%. Remaining 3 marks is application. With this scenario, the revenue synergy can be generated by attaching the case. Acquirer, acquire the acquiree, where acquiree before acquisition have no ability to commercialize the product, for example, but the acquirer has good team of the marketing to materialize or market the product, commercialize the product. So once they become merged, so whatever previously before acquisition revenue was not able to generate by the target team, it's now become able to generate the revenue. So knowledge, application, and important, always be relevant. You need to reply the draft answer that's relevant, means according to the examiner requirement and according to the marks. If examiner asks something 4 marks, you need to answer related to the 4 marks, not more than 4. Because if you say that I know very well about this concept, I will write more. I will write like 6-7 marks for 6-7 marks. But student, that particular question marks only have 4. Examiner maximum allot you or maximum assign you 4 marks. So control your emotions. You need to identify what is the requirement. You need to identify the marks. So relevant means according to the requirement, according to the marks. And do practice as much as about theory. If you wanted to check your theoretical answer with me, drop your answer on the WhatsApp group. Me and my academic team will reply you accordingly. But do that. Practice. I'm not saying do right. I'm saying do practice. And by the way, one very important thing, just for this purpose, that's if you have a fear. For example, if there is a scenario, complex scenario about calculation, any scenario about acquisition, merger, forex, advanced investment appraisal, whatever, there are 6 steps for the calculation. Let's suppose you have done step 1. These are steps. You have done step 1. You have done step 2. You are very happy. You have done step 4. But you feel that step 4, it's very difficult. I am facing problem with that particular step 4. I'm not well with step 4. Don't worry about that. For example, it's very hard, or you are not remembering the thing for step 4. And this step 4 is linked with complete question. That step 4 will attach with 5 and 6. Don't worry about that. If you are not comfortable with step 4, relax. Do remember your God Allah. Relax. Take a glass of water. Take a sip. Relax. And do your best. Don't invest the extra time over the 4th step. For example, this is about 2 marks and you have only 3 minutes. Just relax, invest only 3 minutes. For example, if it's become wrong, for example, if it's become wrong, do your best. You have done your best, but it's become wrong. Don't worry about that. The figure should be 10, but you have calculated 6. Should be 10, but you have calculated 6. Examiner will assume your wrong 6 figure. And based on wrong 6 figure, examiner will check your step 5 and step 6 as well. If the procedure of step 5 and 6 is right, examiner will give you all the marks for step 5, 6 and 3 to 1 as well. Just deduct the step 4 marks. Or maybe step 4 having, for example, 2 marks, maybe with your appropriateness you will get 1 mark. But the point is that there is no point about the negative mark. There is no about the negative mark. Just a minute. Just a minute. Apologies. But there is no policy about the negative mark. Is this clear, student? So if any of the student have a fear that what happened if I attend the mock, what happened if I practice the question? No, do practice and do mistake as maximum as possible before the exam. If you do mistake, practice with, if you do mistake with practice, actually you will perform much better during the exam. You will become a person who avoid that mistake because you've experienced a lot of mistake with practice before the exam. So is this clear? Are you with me? Can you please reply me? Will you attend the mock exam and do the practice? Yes or no? The next 6 weeks is more about the practice. Although knowledge is important, but simultaneously practice. The weightage of practice must be more. The weightage of practice must be higher than getting the knowledge. If you invest 1 or 2 hours, for example, if any of the student invest 2 hours for to get knowledge of any particular topic, then invest at least 3 hours for practicing. So that's the first thing. That's about if you wanted to get success. First point, knowledge plus exam technique. Second point, exam simulation. Now, the point is that how to move forward. Based on this, what are the particular points that we need to focus? These are the points that you need to cover. 5 points, one by one. Number 1, concept building. How to, first thing is about to build the concept. That's about the knowledge. Students who are registered with my husseinkazi.com must have to follow the roadmap. Students who registered with my e-academy lectures have to follow the portal lectures and make a quick revision whatever the content you have covered till now. Number 2, both of the students must have to start the question practice course. Must have to start the question practice course. What is the question practice course? You people have already got the access of the question practice course. With the immediate after this session, I will give you a short video that what is the right strategy to work out or to deal with the question practice course. But here, a quick point. Question practice course is something about a digital revision kit. Question practice course is something about a digital revision kit. Digital revision kit means practicing the question and check the answer with my question practice course. Listen carefully. My question practice course includes a roadmap. Listen carefully. Include a roadmap. For example, this is about the advanced investment appraisal. There's a question, for example, Robson, Hathaway. This is about investment appraisal. Then acquisition merger questions. Different questions. For example, there's a question called Chikipi. This is 50 marks question. What the first thing you need to do? You have identified a question Chikipi. First of all, you need to attempt this question by yourself. And after that, you have to refer my question practice course. The question practice course includes 2 things. Number 1, the videos. But these are the videos. It's not about that's one video and completing all the question. No, these are the scattered videos. For example, lecture 32 is about reading of the question. Lecture 33 is also about reading part 2. 34 is about the first calculation part, that's part C1 appendix 1. 35 about calculation part C2. Lecture 33 report writing. Lecture 37 another part of theory with professional skill marks. Lecture 38 part B other theory. Lecture 39 other theory. For example, if any of the students have attempted the question and say that I don't want to refer that how to read because I've already learned that how to read the question. So student can ignore these 2 lectures. The student says that I am very confident with my section part C1 calculation. Ignore. By the way, another point. First thing is about videos. First part. Another part is about my suggested answer. Means the answer of calculation is based on either spreadsheet or Microsoft Excel. So you need to refer the Excel sheet. If you are confident with the Excel sheet, with the calculation, ignore lecture 3 part C1. If you say that no, part C2 is tricky, I have to refer it, watch the video, also refer the Excel file. Same case for the material, not only the Excel file, but also the theoretical answers. I have made these answers the student caliber. What does that mean, the student caliber? Every students are so much worried that if we attempt any question like GKB and refer to the Kaplan or ACCA answer, so that answer is very extensive. These are model answers. The student wanted to know, do let us know the answer which I as a student should write during exam and become pass and to get success. What should be the answer for me? How much I should write? So I have made these solution for you. As a student, for 4 marks, how much should write? For 10 marks, how should the draft? And my answer also includes how to incorporate the professional skill marks, either skepticism, commercial acumen, analysis evaluation, or communication with part A. Section A type questions. That's a point. So this is the point that the question practice course. For theory, 3 things. Number 1, knowledge. You will be able to get knowledge from Kaplan, 6 chapters and my notes. With 6 chapters, these 6 chapters. You need to read this chapter like a newspaper just to get the knowledge. And my syllabus course notes, my suggested answers with my lectures and with my question practice course. And do practice. Majority of the AFM students are so much worried about theory. So what the strategy? Knowledge from my notes, from Kaplan 6 chapters, then suggested answers, read my suggested answers, how to draft answer, and do practice as much as possible. Finally, mocks. Follow the mock schedule. Whatever the mock schedule I have assigned to you, I will conduct 3 mocks. First mock will be held by 26th of July. Don't even think that I will not attempt the mock. I'm not saying have to attempt the mock. Correct. I'm saying attempt the mock. Make sure you have observed 150 marks question with report writing, and you are very much aware about the 25 marks question. I will conduct the mock for 75 marks. Practice with exam simulation. That's the question grid. This is the question grid. Question grid. The relevant questions to attempt from September 18 to March, June 2025. These are the questions. Grid. Topical grid as well. All the topic. Do as much as possible. Deliberately, I have not mentioned the AFM March June 25 questions because I have some plan to do this March June 25. The past paper has already published, but I will do that. I have a plan to conduct a mock type activity, but the last 10 days. Last 10 days before the exam, leave it. Don't attempt the March June 25 paper right now. But these are the grids. These are the grids question. So this is what about the strategy for the 6 weeks. Number one, the core thing, success rules is based on knowledge and exam technique and exam simulations. That's how to move forward. I've done all the things. This is what about the exam technique aspects. I hope that this is what about eye-opening session for you. Now it's time to wake up, students. That's very much important. So this is all over about the 6-week strategy. If any of the students wanted to get anything else, you can contact my WhatsApp, 00923218271784. You can contact me accordingly. Thank you very much about the 6-week live session.